In a quiet village tucked between two forgotten mountains lived a boy named Liyan. He wasn't loud, he wasn't fast, he wasn't famous, he was still. While other children ran and laughed in the fields, Liyan sat beneath trees, eyes closed, listening. Not to birds, not to the wind, to the trees. He believed they whispered, not with words, but with rhythm, rustles that told stories. Once he told his teacher this. She laughed. Books talk, Liyan, not bark. But Liyan knew better. The first time he heard them clearly was during a storm. While others ran for cover, he stood beneath the old banyan tree behind his home. The wind howled, but the tree hummed, a deep, trembling hum, like a lullaby sung by the earth itself. It wasn't noise, it was memory. His mother scolded him for standing in the rain. "You'll catch your death, boy." But Liyan simply said, "I heard something alive." From then on, his days split in three: school, chores, and hours beneath trees. He didn't have many friends. Too weird, they said. But Liyan had friends, tall ones, leafy ones, rooted in time deeper than memory. One day, the banyan tree whispered something new. Not a hum, not a breeze, words. "Help us, or we fall silent forever." The voice shook, like an old man asking, not commanding. That night, Liyan couldn't sleep. The trees in his dreams weren't peaceful. They were gasping. The next evening, as dusk painted the sky in smoke and violet, he followed the whispers deeper into the forest, farther than even hunters dared. In a clearing stood a silver-leafed tree, sick, wilted, its bark cracked. Birds had left, the air too still, and from it came the voice, "You are the last one who hears, the last bridge between our breath and theirs." Liyan stepped closer. "I'm just a boy," he whispered. "What can I do?" The tree didn't sway. It only said, "You can teach them to listen, not hear, listen." "But they don't believe me." "They will," said the voice. "When the rivers stop, when the soil dries, they will come looking for the sound they chose to ignore." Liyan sat beneath that tree. Minutes, hours, he couldn't tell. But when he stood again, he wasn't just weird Liyan. He was a witness. He started small. At school, he asked to plant saplings. Most ignored him. He drew forests in notebooks, learned bird calls, studied wind, leaf patterns, tree tilt. Not science, not religion, language, the kind nature speaks. Still, they mocked him. "Dating a tree now," someone sneered. But Liyan had heard deeper laughter, the brittle rustle of dying branches, and that gave him strength. Then came the summer, hotter than memory. The stream behind the village, gone. Farms failed, birds vanished, and suddenly, everyone was listening. But to panic, to blame, to fear, Liyan stood before the village elders. "This isn't punishment," he said. "It's a response. The earth isn't angry, it's hurt." With no answers left, the villagers turned to the boy with the strange ears. They followed him into the forest. He showed them cracked roots, decaying fungi, a silence where once there was life. "Plant here," he said. "Let the river breathe. Let the roots reach again." And they did. Not because they believed, but because they had nothing left to lose. Seasons passed, green returned, slowly, shyly, like a child unsure its welcome. The stream flowed again, birdsong returned, children played, and Liyan sat beneath the banyan. This time, not alone. He taught them how to sit in silence, not to meditate, not to escape, but to notice, to feel the language beneath language. Years later, a child tugged at his sleeve. "Is it true? You talk to trees?" Liyan smiled. Older now, hair silver, like the leaves he once feared to lose. "No," he said. "They talk to me. I just stopped ignoring them." And the banyan whispered, not in words, but in wind. Because some truths are too old for language and too real to forget.